should we start the show?
I think the show should start now.
Very good. I will then go ahead and say hello, everyone. Welcome to the Stream Void Podcast, episode 127.
Wow.
That's right, 127 episodes in. It's a really special number, 127.
Is it? What does it mean?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Special to someone, I bet.
Maybe.
If 127 is special to you, dear listener out there, leave a comment down below and let us know why 127 is a special number to you. I'm Mikey T, and of course, across from me is Curb Stomp.
Hello.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you
sir.
are listening to the Stream Void Podcast. This is a show about life and video games and just about everything in between.
That's true.
That's correct. It is. Oh, what is it? Is it April?
It's May the 7th.
May the 7th.
2023.
May the 4th
All
was
day.
a couple days ago.
Oh, that's right. Did you do anything in honor of May the 4th?
I did not.
I wore my Star Wars hat.
Oh, nice.
That's about it. It's very weird that they didn't have anything going. Oh, no, wait. They released Star Wars Visions Season 2 on Disney Plus on May the 4th.
Oh.
So there was something anyways.
Yes. What they should have done was delayed that new Star Wars game. And released it on May the 4th. It's like, what are you guys doing? You guys are missing out on a prime opportunity.
Also, they could have used that time to like fix the performance. So
yeah.
it would have been win-win.
It would have been win-win. You would have had an extra week. They would have brought it out. It would have performed very well, and everyone would have been like, "Oh my God, they're releasing a Star Wars game on May the 4th."
Yeah. Anyways,
Like, why?
Why is it perform bad, or why didn't they do it?
Why did they not release it on the day? It was like a week. That's all they had to wait.
Dude,
a week.
you think these billion-dollar companies would be smart, but they're so stupid. It's like exactly why did Disney Plus release Obi-Wan and She-Hulk on the same fucking day?
I don't know.
It's like, why? Of course She-Hulk's gonna get boned because of that.
Yes.
Anyways, they're stupid as fuck, so
Yes.
whatever.
Yes. How was your week?
How was my
that's
week?
usually where we go at this point in time.
How was my week? Work was whatever, fine and dandy, you know? I was
Yes.
in the office for one day and
Dandy fine.
I left a little bit early on the one day, like half an hour early, because I was like, I have literally nothing to do here, so I'm gonna go home. But I was at the warehouse a bunch, doing the warehouse type stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, the boss is on vacation now. They had a vacation they had actually booked in 2019 that they kept delaying because of COVID.
Yeah.
And finally got to the point where it's like, you have to take it now or you're not getting your money back. So they're on a 2-week vacation.
Very nice.
But before he left, he was, you know, wrapping things up before he went. And it's not like, you know, it was stuff that was making me upset when I was working at the warehouse, but he just sort of like has an idea and then changes his mind immediately. So we sell, you know, stuff, and we were going to send this skids of frozen food to this other company he deals with. So we're going to send 5 skids or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he gets there and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to give it all to them. Like, how many do we got?" And it's like, "Well, we got this many here, this many here. We'll send 5. Okay, 5. So we pull the 5 out. And then literally a minute later, "Oh no, I changed my mind. I only want to send 4. So we have to put the skid back in." Not a huge deal, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, it took a lot of effort to get it out of these freezers because like I'm wearing running shoes. It's slipping around in there, trying to pull it on the pallet jack to get it so the forklift can take it out and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, whatever, you know, it's your money. You're paying me to do it. I'll do whatever you're saying. No big deal. But then, you know, he comes up. He's like, "I know, sorry, I had you pull it off and everything, but, you know, I don't want to give it all to them and blah, blah, blah." So it's like, yeah, whatever. It's fine. I don't care. Whatever you want. So that was that for the working, really.
Yeah, nice.
Pretty chill week anyways.
Chill week. Just chillaxing.
Yeah, I mean, it's as chill as it could be, I guess. No one was being annoying or anything this week, so that's good. Yeah,
That's very good.
but there's all next week to look forward to too. So anything can happen then. you know?
Anything can happen next week.
What about you?
Yeah, it was a pretty exciting week.
Oh yeah,
As I alluded to last week, we had the big river crossing.
I saw some pictures
You
and
saw
stuff.
some pictures. There are some pictures in the Discord.
Yep.
We rented a helicopter.
Did you get to ride in it?
No.
Oh.
Me and the other safety guy were chilling, and they were like, "Hey, $200 just take us across."
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
like, no.
Really?
Yeah.
They wouldn't even do it for cash dollars, eh?
Cash dollars, no. So we had 31 poles to get across.
Yeah.
These are 35 to 45 foot telephone poles
Okay.
to get across the river.
Wow, they had to take those over too?
Yeah. Because we couldn't, like, there was no, the road in and out is a one lane.
Yeah.
And there's no way you can get and it's just like twisty turny all over the place. Like you
can't get a lot. You can't get a trailer up there.
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
And you could put them on your like truck that would, hoist them up normally and put them in the ground, but you would take one at a time, and it's 2 hours in and then 2 hours back out to grab another one.
Right.
So the amount of time it would have taken would have been unreasonable.
Yeah. So they flew them across.
Yeah, they flew them across. It took 5.5 minutes per pole to fly them across. Like, it was just clockwork.
So, like, did they land or did they just dangle a rope? You link it to one and then they take it away.
Yeah, so they had these like round, just like a circular strap that they would wrap around the pole, and that would attach to a release.
And do they do that or do you do that?
They did that.
Okay, so you just were watching.
I just watched the entire time.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
31 trips, just back and forth, just.
And that was just for the poles?
Now it's just for the poles.
So then they still have to do the cable?
Yeah. Well, they did a rope. We pulled the rope across first.
Okay. So you can pull it up yourself?
Yeah.
And you only have to do one cable?
Only have to do one cable.
Okay.
And we already did it.
So if you took a rope across, why didn't they just take the cable?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Don't know.
All right.
Don't know why.
So whose idea was that?
The boss's idea.
What the fuck? Why?
I don't know.
All right. Well, whatever. I mean, he's the boss, I guess.
He's
but that's
the boss.
like, why, if they're gonna do a rope, why don't? Anyways, that makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna have to manually.
There's a lot of things that don't make any sense.
You have to manually pull this fucking cable across.
Yeah.
With a rope. But they could have just taken the cable.
They could have just taken the cable across. It would have been I think it would have been a lot harder to do it by taking the cable across, because it's a certain type of cable, and when you get that cable across 800 meters of canyon, it's very heavy.
So it's going to be easier for you to manually pull it?
Well, yeah, because we got winches and stuff.
I mean, the helicopter's got a couple horsepower to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Anyways, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the cable.
When you show up on Monday and the rope is like in the river, cut in half.
No, we already pulled the cable.
Oh, it's done.
We pulled the cable the next day.
Oh, okay. And how hard was it?
It was extremely difficult.
Okay. And do you think it would have been easier with the helicopter?
To get the cable across, yes. To secure the cable, no.
Okay.
Because we pulled the rope through a whole ton of pulleys and stuff to get it across the river, and then it gets out there, and when we just had the rope across, because there's the neutral and the hot of the power, because we're following the power across. But you get the rope across there, and when the wind picks up, it blows the rope over the power lines. You're like, oh, God.
Oh, so you're gonna electrocute yourself to death too?
Well, it's non-conductive.
Still,
so you wouldn't be able to electrocute yourself. Still, it's sketchy as frig, right? So the wind would pick up. I'd be like, hey, all stop! Don't do it! Stop!
Oh my God!
But once that cable got across, it was a lot because of the weight. The wind wasn't blowing it around.
Still.
Yeah.
And then, like, the poles, did you have to manually dig a hole and put it in?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No, the poles are just sitting on the other side waiting for the trucks to go over to do
that
work.
So they're not done yet?
No. We just got the poles across, got the rope
so
across.
This could have been done last month, but because they didn't want to get a fucking helicopter.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. All right. So he ended up getting a helicopter anyways.
Yeah.
An extra... Spent all this money paying you guys for fucking wasting 2-3 weeks of time.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, boss. Sorry, it went over budget. Sorry,
went over budget.
Yeah.
And they're constantly preaching about like carpooling and stuff. And then when we're on the one side of the river and we're looking across, I'm like, there's 6 trucks over there.
Yeah.
And there are 6 guys.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here? And the boss is over on that side.
Of course. Well, it's rules for thee, not for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so whatever.
But so we had a mini excavator down by the pole. Like it's probably like 200 meters from the road to the end of the pole line for where we had to go. Just the worst terrain, trying to like walk up and down all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had a mini excavator down there to grab the rope, to hold the rope when they brought it across.
Yeah.
It's hot as frig the one day. Sun's just out.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sitting on the tracks in the mini excavator because we're in a little bit of a lull while we're pulling the cable across.
Yeah.
And I look to my right, and I'm like, oh, there's a snake there.
Oh, cool.
There's a little snaky guy. And
Nice.
I look at his tail, and I'm like, oh,
A little rattlesnake.
that's a rattlesnake.
Nice. Cool.
He just slithered up and
Checking
slithered
it
into
out.
the equipment.
Yeah.
Didn't even look at me and just slithered on down the hill.
Cool.
I was like, oh, okay. That's the first rattlesnake I've ever seen in real life.
Pretty.
That was a
It's
lot.
almost pretty early for that kind of elevation
right?
to see a rattlesnake because it'd be cold at night still.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I radioed up. I'm like, hey guys, rattlesnake.
Yeah. Careful.
Walk loudly.
Yeah, exactly.
Step hard. Get them vibrations going.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy. That's cool.
Yeah. And of course, on that day, Cache Creek flooded.
Yeah. Cache Creek is a smaller town here in BC.
Yeah.
How many people live there, you think? 2,000?
Probably something like that.
Yeah, pretty
If
small.
that, yeah.
But they built it. It's called Cache Creek, so you can guess that it's built like in a fucking floodplain of a
Yep.
creek, basically.
Right on top of it.
Yeah. So and when the little extra water comes through, it's like, oh, the whole city's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, the city's there, but
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of flooding damage to everything.
Yeah. There's one set of lights
Yep.
and there's one main intersection.
Yep.
And that's the intersection that the creek goes under.
Yeah.
So when the culverts block up, the whole thing just floods and no one can get through.
Yeah. Yep.
So we have, when we're pulling the rope across and doing the helicopter thing, we've got a single lane traffic.
Mhm.
But in order, if you want to go north of Cache Creek, you got to go through the highway that we're sitting on, which is Highway
Oh, yeah.
12.
Yep.
So everyone who wants to go north of Cache Creek has to go that way. So we're just like single lane traffic, just
Yep.
cars for days going past. It was crazy.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're all complaining, why would they schedule this work to be done now? Well,
Right.
It's been scheduled like this way for like 6 months,
Yeah.
so it's not like we decided to do it when Cache Creek flooded.
Yeah. So we had to send a guy back to Kamloops like early that day. We made a plan. It's like, hey, you go back like 5:30, get up, go back to Kamloops, grab some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so he gets up 5:30, goes to Cache Creek, north side of Cache Creek. He's like, I can't get through.
Yeah.
It's completely flooded. They had it blocked off from like the Dairy Queen all the way down to the intersection.
Yep.
So he drives all the way back.
Oh, my God. Did you make him go the other way?
No,
Oh,
no, because
Christ.
it would have been like the day would have been done by the time we got there.
Exactly.
And back. So when we finished getting the cable across, we had to go home because we had stuff to do the next day in town.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know, it was probably like 6 p.m. by the time we got the cable across. And it's like, well, now we can't go through Cache Creek, so how the heck are we going to go home?
Yeah.
So we went through, what's the one just south of Cache Creek? What's that city?
Well, I don't know.
I can't remember what it's called. But anyway.
Ashcroft.
Ashcroft, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been through Ashcroft.
You never been to Ashcroft?
I've never been to
It's a
Ashcroft.
Stampede town.
Is it?
Yeah, Ashcroft, Stampede town.
Oh.
People are coming from miles around.
Oh. Yeah.
Johnny and Billy Brown, everybody's coming to Ashcroft town.
So we go down to Ashcroft.
Yeah.
Because you got to go through Ashcroft and into Logan Lake, and then you can get home.
Oh, yeah.
So we went down there. I'm like, oh, that's not a bad little town, Ashcroft. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting, yeah.
I mean, it's right on the Thompson River, which was absolutely raging.
Yeah.
And then, go to Logan Lake. You go past the mine. I'd never been past the mine before, and that's what the hell is it called now? It's a copper mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been past it, but
I had never been past it, and I was like, holy crap, this thing is huge.
yeah,
It's
dude.
giant.
No ecological damage at all.
No, zero. And you drive past it, but you also drive past like an old like tailings
Oh, yeah.
dumping area.
No ecological damage there either.
And that tailings dumping area it's got to have been there for like years.
Yeah.
But it's just a mountain.
Yep.
It's a mountain of tailings. You drive past, you're like looking up.
I know.
Holy crap.
Exactly.
It's just all tailings.
Yeah, dude.
It's just
And that's
crazy.
not even 100% of the copper out of that either.
No.
Eventually, when the extraction technology gets better, they can re-go through that shit, get even more copper.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah, mining is a sort of necessary evil in the world we live in. But
Yeah,
like
it's
when you
true.
see it, you're just like, wow,
Yeah.
we really did a number here.
Yeah. If you look at the map, like the satellite map from that area, it's like, holy crap.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Oh, yeah.
It's a huge mine.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
There's another one to the south of Princeton,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty big too.
Oh, yeah.
That's an impressive sight when you go past that one as well.
Yep. It's a lot of trees missing.
Yeah. And it's all like tiered and just
yeah.
All the mountains are tiered, like they're just cutting into it. It's crazy.
You see the little truck driving down there and you're like, wow, that truck looks small. And then you get next to it and the tire is taller than you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. One of the guys I go 4x4 with, he works up there and he does the automation for like the big trucks.
Oh yeah.
Because they're trying to get everything automated so that it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
You don't have driver error 'cause it's all computers.
Yeah.
And he's telling me like, yeah, we got like 12 trucks, the big trucks that are just fully automated.
That's
like
scary.
GPS sensitive down to like the centimeter. I'm like, holy crap.
Scary.
Yeah.